10 real-life giants that actually exist today. You know how there are giants that tower over ordinary mortals, 10 feet tall, in old legends. Yes, those are not myths. There are real living people who, like the giants of today, would give the stories of the old folktales a serious run for their money. Due to the well-known fact that the average human height is between 5 feet 7 and 5 feet 11 inches, enormous humans may appear to be something you only see in films. There are some people, though, who defy convention with incredible physiques that unmistakably define them as real-life giants. These people can grow to be nearly 9 feet tall at times. From giant skeletons to super tall men and women, the real-life giants on Earth make the rest of us look like Frodo Baggins from Lord of the Rings. There are pros and cons to being a giant, depending on how the society relates with them, but in general, it is a thing to admire when standing next to or seeing a real-life giant. Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're counting down 10 real-life giants that actually exist today. Be sure to turn on post notifications to get notified on future uploads. 10. Brahim Tula. Officially the second tallest living person, Brahim Tula is a Moroccan who once held the Guinness World Record for largest feet. In addition, Brahim has the biggest feet in the world. No shoe retailer carries his shoe size, which is a European 58. In Guilmim, Morocco, Tula was born in 1982. Due to his unusual size, his school doctor had requested that he have a blood test when he was 18. Acromegaly diagnosed, Tula experienced a 1-meter growth spurt in just 1 year. In 2006, Tula was brought to Paris for treatment by a French physician after he had graduated from university with a degree in geography. His treatment was successful as his tumor was removed and the growth hormone level in his blood was brought down to normal. His heart was also reported in a good condition. 9. Brock Brown. Brock D only owns one pair of shoes. He doesn't have any boots for when it snows. His feet are a size 28 or 30, and there are no sandals to fit them when the weather gets warm again. The 19-year-old Brown stands 7 feet, 8 inches tall, and he is still growing. As a child, Brown was diagnosed with cerebral gigantism, also known as Soto's syndrome, a rare genetic disorder. Soto's affects 1 in every 15 persons. The disorder is classified into various types. Brown's family found out he would grow to be extremely tall after receiving the diagnosis. But Snyder said the doctors had estimated that he would top out at roughly 6 feet, 10 inches. It hasn't happened like that. Brown was born at an average size, weighing just less than 8 pounds and measuring 22 inches long, his mother told Povich. Brown now has the potential to rise above the current record holder for the highest man in the world, standing 8 feet, 3 inches. Per published reports, Brown's growth has increased by 6 inches annually. 8. Hafthor Bjornsson. Standing at 6 feet 9 inches, this man is a natural giant and strong man. One of the few who has avoided the negative effects of being large, and for his category, muscular. A professional strongman from Iceland, Hafthor Bjornsson is considered one of the greatest strength athletes of all time. He holds multiple strongman titles from multiple strength federations, including multiple world records, and is the first and only person to have won the Arnold Strongman Classic, Europe's Strongest Man, and World's Strongest Man competitions in the same calendar year. Hafthor has also made television appearances, where he played the Mountain Sir Gregor Clegane for 5 seasons in the HBO series Game of Thrones. He is often simply referred to as Thor or the Mountain, the latter due to his Game of Thrones character and his own massive size. 7. Rumeysa Gelgi. Rumeysa Gelgi is a researcher, front-end developer, and advocate from Turkey. In addition to being the 3rd tallest living woman, she also has the longest fingers, largest hands, and longest back in the history of Guinness World Records. She was previously crowned the tallest living adolescent female, standing 7 feet tall. Gelgi is a resident of Turkey's Karabakh province. Her rare condition, Weaver syndrome, is the cause of her height in addition to other abnormalities. Men are affected 3 times more than women are. She can walk for brief periods of time using a walker, but she is primarily confined to using a wheelchair due to her condition. For the first time in her life, Gelgi was able to take to the skies on November 8, 2022. It took Turkish Airlines 6 chair rows out of one of their aircraft to allow her to travel from Istanbul, Turkey, to San Francisco, California, USA. The media took notice of the event. 6. Arlindo de Souza. Here's an interesting one. Not much is known about Mr. Arlindo, a Brazilian gym rat, other than the fact that he developed an obsession with bulking up, took grease and alcohol injections, and eventually turned into a giant or natural Popeye. In reality, Brazilian bodybuilders put their lives in danger by injecting themselves with an extremely dangerous mixture of alcohol and oil to bulk up their muscles. Since injecting filler into his body, Arlindo de Souza has developed the largest biceps in Brazil, measuring 29 inches. This filler causes the appearance of swollen muscles. However, he acknowledges that it can result in harmful infections. The arms of some users have been amputated. There are others dead. Nevertheless, the man is a giant in his own right, has doubtlessly garnered a lot of attention to himself. 5. Shaquille O'Neal. Basketball player and actor Shaquille O'Neal is possibly the most well-known giant of the century, and also, supposedly, a really nice dude. Shaquille O'Neal, known commonly as Shaq, is an American former professional basketball player who is a sports analyst on the television program Inside the NBA. He is a 7 foot 1 inch tall and weighs a massive 325 pounds. Throughout the course of his 19-year NBA career, he played center for 6 different teams, winning 4 NBA championships. O'Neal is recognized as one of the all-time great centers and basketball players. O'Neal played in the 2004 NBA Finals and won 3 straight titles from 2000 to 2002, while spending 8 seasons with the Los Angeles Lakers. 4. Denis Cyplenkov. Professional arm wrestler Denis Cyplenkov competes in professional arm wrestling. In 1993, he began strength training with a kettlebell. At the age of 14, he then began arm wrestling in 1996. He will only concentrate on professional competitions starting in 2008. His fame extends beyond the realm of athletics, especially because of his physique. Standing 1.86 meters tall and weighing an astounding 140 kilograms at his peak, this giant had a 64 centimeters arm circumference and a 24 centimeters wrist circumference. His massive hands with extremely thick fingers, however, were the most noticeable feature. In addition to fairism, Cyplenkov engages in powerlifting and strongman exercises. 3. Sajad Gharibi. This is another enormous person, referred to as the human Hulk by the majority of Iranians. Born on December 19, 1991, Sajad Gharibi is a mixed martial arts and bodybuilding practitioner from Iran. Persian Hercules, or the Iranian Hulk, is his moniker. At 6 feet 2 inches tall, he weighs an incredible 385 pounds. Anything that he has for breakfast. What a monster this man is. Gharibi became well known on Instagram, where he shared photos of his muscular body and impressive strength. 2. Yao Ming. Yao Ming was a professional basketball player before becoming an executive in China. He was a player for the Houston Rockets of the National Basketball Association and the Shanghai Sharks of the Chinese Basketball Association. 8 times, Yao was chosen to start for the Western Conference in the NBA All-Star Game, and 5 times he was named to the All-NBA team. In his last NBA season, he stood as the league's tallest active player at 7 feet 6 inches, or an incredible 2.3 meters. 1. Sultan Kosen. At 8 feet and 3 inches, Sultan Kosen, a Turkish farmer who was born on December 10, 1982, holds the Guinness World Record for the tallest living male. Due to a tumor affecting his pituitary gland, Kosen developed gigantism and acromegaly, which contributed to his growth. He can't walk without crutches because of his condition. In the Turkish province of Mardin, in the village of Alibi, was born Kosen, a man of Turkish ethnic Kurdish descent. Due to his height, Kosen was unable to finish his education and chose to work as a part-time farmer instead. He lists being tall's benefits as having long-range vision and the ability to assist his family with household chores like hanging curtains and changing light bulbs. Among his complaints are the fact that he has trouble finding shoes that fit and clothing that fits his arms, which have sleeves that measure 97 centimeters, and his legs, which measure 126 centimeters. In addition to having the longest hands of any living person, being 28.5 centimeters in measurement, he has trouble fitting into a typical sized car. These real-life giants inspire us to know that the world is a place for much diversity, but yet we are all equal. They did not choose to be any different from other humans, but they do have an extra sense of being human. That brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and do post your comments on your thoughts about which of these real-life giants earned your admiration the most. And the best comments will be pinned.